What's going on, Stim Junkies? Hi, Stim Ace here, and I'm coming at you with a review that I'm sure many of you have been waiting for. If you guys recall, about a week and a half ago, I posted a review to the original formula of Crack OG, the DMAA version, the one that is now discontinued everywhere. It's a sad day for Dark Labs and for Stim Junkies around the world, but fear not. Dark Labs have come and reformulated the entire package. So now we're going to get something different. It may not necessarily be Crack Original, but they're certainly calling it Crack the OG, and that's where you're going to find on every online vendor that carries this product now. The old days of Crack are officially no more. This tub right here, you will not be able to get anymore from most vendors. Maybe one or two still carry it, but most likely this version is entirely, completely gone by now. As soon as Dark Labs announced the reformulation, many people were upset, myself included to a certain degree, but at the same time, you can't really blame Dark Labs for this. Unfortunately, the FDA has their priorities backwards, and instead of going after hard drugs and questionable chemicals inside vapes that are being sold to kids everywhere, they are instead focusing on DMAA, DMHA, Noopept. These are the real dangerous drugs. So, sarcasm by the way. But I digress. Today, I am going to be reviewing the newly reformulated Crack OG pre-workout. One thing you gotta say is the art on this is absolutely incredible. It's probably the same artist that did their Pimp Tub not too long ago, because that was really nice art. And this art right here is really, really cool. When you think of the word crack, I'm willing to bet that you're imagining this guy right over here leaping through the screen at you and getting high off of that pre-workout. Before I get to this review, guys, I would like to remind everybody to like this video if you've been enjoying my content so far. I've been doing my absolute best to keep expanding this section right here behind me, adding a couple of new shelves to the mix. I have a bunch of plans to get some lights in here, maybe padding, make it all professional. For now, I'm recording on my phone, but I plan on getting a nice camcorder really soon and really upping the value of this entire production. So for you guys that have stuck with me since the beginning, I really appreciate it. Give me a like on this video, share the channel with a fellow Stim Junkie that does not know who Hi Stim Ace is, and comment on the video down below to help get me into the algorithm. Now that we got business out of the way, let's get down to this label. And this is a stacked Stim Junkie label right over here. You can tell that they were going to make up for removing the DMAA. They had to make it up with throwing a bunch of crazy high-potent stims at insane amounts in here. That is the only way they can make up for getting rid of DMAA. And I gotta say one thing before I get to the label. In Dark Labs' defense, a lot of these companies right now, a lot of these borderline illicit companies have moved away from DMAA and DMHA entirely. And the ones out there still producing DMHA products like Kilo Labs Hybrid, they're already moving away from that too. So kudos to my boys over from Poland. Kudos to you guys for still having DMHA in here, because they could have taken it all out and gone the route of Crack Reloaded. That would have really sucked. Imagine that. The OG Crack with no DMAA or DMHA. So kudos to Dark Labs. Ja kocham was. You guys are awesome. So thank you for including DMHA in this product. Despite Dark Labs being my boys over from Poland, I have to keep this 100% objective and unbiased. So no matter what, guys, my integrity will never be compromised. I'm going to go through this label. I'm going to tell you my experience taking it 3 times now at different doses. First time was a scoop and a half. The other 2 times were done at 2 full scoops each. And I will detail my entire experience with this product, the aftermath, possible side effects. I'll let you know how I felt on this product. We begin with, of course, the 40-20 servings per container. So that's pretty much every pre-workout today. If you hit 30, man, you've hit the golden ticket, because that rarely happens anymore. So this is 40-20, meaning you can take 1 scoop or 2 scoops. This is the maximum scoop channel. I don't play games. I'm Hi Stim Ace, so I take 2 scoops. And everything I'll be reading off this label is for 2 scoops. So if you're taking 1 scoop, you better divide it in half. We start with 8,000 milligrams of L-citrulline, which is going to help with the blood flow, help with the pumps, with the blood oxidation. Great product to have. 8,000 milligrams is a very, very nice dose. A lot of these pre-workouts go with 6,000. This got 8,000 in here. We got beta-alanine at 3,200 milligrams. That is the clinical dose. We don't care about clinical doses, but it is the clinical dose. So there you go. It's going to give you the tingles. It's going to give you the shakes. It's going to give you energy to push in the gym. Endurance, a lot of benefits there. Agmatine sulfate for pumps, 1000 milligrams, pretty standard dose, but then again, who the hell cares about doses? L-arginine HCl, 1000 milligrams. Again, arginine is a cousin to citrulline, so this is also going to help once more with blood oxidation and vascularity. Caffeine anhydrous at 400 milligrams, so right off the bat, 400 just for caffeine anhydrous. I've mentioned numerous times on my previous videos, I prefer my caffeine to be anywhere from 3 to 400. If you have other stimulants in there, I don't think you need more than 400 milligrams of caffeine. My opinion. It may be unpopular, but it's my opinion. So this is already starting with 400 milligrams of caffeine, and this is just caffeine anhydrous. So I know there's more sources of caffeine in here, so I'm a little bit worried at this point, but despite that, we're going to continue. And phentyl dimethylamine citrate, 400 milligrams, that is Aurea gerenesis. It's a nice stimulant that's going to make you feel happy and excited and provide a nice euphoria and mood elevation. This is a stimulant that a lot of these formerly illicit companies have been switching to. They're taking out the DMHA, they're putting in Aurea gerenesis, and it's not a bad thing. The shelf life is short, but when combined with caffeine, and especially with DMHA, that makes the holy trifecta for any stim junkie, and it will give you the best desired effect at the gym. Mood elevation, happiness, euphoria, the whole trifecta. The star of the show is coming up, and that is 2-amino at 300 milligrams. That is a very nice dose, and if we know Dark Labs, we know that this is a well-sourced DMHA. Dark Labs hasn't let us down yet. So 300 genuine milligrams of DMHA is a very, very high dose, especially when you remember you have 400 milligrams of Aurea gerenesis. So this is already off to a nice start. L-norvaline, 250 milligrams. We have caffeine citrate at 150 milligrams. So circling back to caffeine, I knew this was going to happen. Caffeine citrate is the caffeine that's going to hit you instantly and wake you up from the dead if you haven't been paying attention. That is the strong stuff. So we're up to 550 total. Then we have caffeine malate at 100 milligrams. So guys, I flunked math, but if I can count correctly, we got 400 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous, 150 caffeine citrate, and 100 dicaffeine malate. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we are looking at 650 milligrams of caffeine. That's on the high side, even for high Stim Ace. I can take caffeine for the most part, and I can take stims, but at the same time, taking a product like this that's already fully loaded with high stims at a high amount, and you're combining 650 milligrams of caffeine on top of that. Just so you guys understand, Hooligan has about 600 or 650, but there's no other DMs in there. So with Hooligan, you're getting the high caffeine, but at the same time, you're not getting all these other crazy stimulants. And that is the difference. This has those extra stimulants, so it's going to be one hell of a ride. The last 3 ingredients, we have isopropylsynephrine. That, of course, is a thermogenic. It's going to get you sweating. Noopept, nice nootropic, 30 milligrams, one that the FDA is trying to get their paws on, but hopefully they won't. And lastly, we have Rewulfia, which is Alpha-Yo at 1.5 milligrams. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a stacked label. This is a scary label for any newbie out there that is not used to this lifestyle over here. That could be a very, very intimidating label, but I went for it. I took the drink. High Stim Ace was not afraid. My very first time, just to play it smart, I took it at 1.5 scoops. Because I've made mistakes in the past where I took more than intended for the first time and I paid for it dearly. So I started with 1.5. How was my experience? I went to the gym and I felt a rush of energy. I felt the beta-alanine tingles come right off the bat. Literally 7-8 minutes, you feel the beta tingles and the mood elevation starts creeping up relatively quickly with this one. You also get a sense of alertness, and that is definitely from the caffeine. I mean, you're looking at 650 milligrams of caffeine. If that's not going to hit you, then I don't know what will. Most people wake up with 1 cup of coffee in the morning, but not us Stim junkies. So as I'm walking to the gym, it's already starting to become fully apparent that this is a very, very powerful product. This is no joke. Definitely not a beginner-friendly pre-workout, and most certainly not a daily driver. I was getting the shakes. And that was consistent throughout my entire training experience. That is, again, due to the high amount of caffeine. And that, for me, personally, was a negative. And it takes away from the product. But fear not. This is not a bad product. Not at all. This is an absolutely incredible product that's going to have you motivated. It's going to have you dialed in. It's going to have you focused, slightly aggressive. and it's going to have you on a mission, ready to pump that iron and do what you got to do. You came to the gym, you know why you're at the gym, so this right here is going to help push you to that next level. It's a very strong product, and the energy is very, very consistent. With the original crack, the OG DMAA version, it was much more of a mental experience, for me anyway. I did get the mental stimulation, I did get adrenaline, it certainly woke me up because that product did have 400 milligrams of caffeine. But it wasn't as intense as this. The OG, the real OG crack, was a lot more in the background, and once you started pushing those weights, everything just synergized and came together. This experience here is similar, but it is more intense. It's definitely not as inviting. That warmth from the DMAA that spreads throughout your body with the original product is not here. It doesn't start slow and build nicely like the original product. This takes an entirely different approach. Like I said, 7 or 8 minutes, you're going to feel a rush. You're going to feel the beta tingles, the caffeine's going to have you wired, and you're going to have a surge of energy. And my heart rate was up a little bit. I don't wear a heart rate monitor, but I can tell when my heart rate's up. And just pumping weights, I had to wait a little bit longer in between sets. Mind you, this was on 1.5 scoops. So 2 scoops, I got to be crazy to do it. So the other 2 times I tried it, the experience was very similar. It was pretty much everything I set up until now, except multiplied. It was enhanced. That lock-on concentration was amplified, and I felt more energized, albeit more jittery. It's a kind of crackhead energy, and I guess it's aptly named because this is crack after all. So the original pre-workout, I never really understood the name crack. It's a nice marketing gimmick, and I completely get it because they spun off and made a whole bunch of other special editions of crack. But the original never had me feeling cracked. It always had me feeling good. It had me feeling positive, motivated, mood was elevated, and it was just enough energy to bring the whole package together. This one is aggressive right off the bat. If you don't start pumping right away, you're going to pace back and forth like a lunatic. Yesterday, when I tested that product for the 3rd time, I had to stop for about 20 minutes to help my trainer out with something on his phone. And I'm telling you, I was pacing back and forth like a lunatic because I took that drink and I waited about 20 minutes. I was at the gym. We did a couple of sets, and then suddenly he needed help with something time-sensitive on his phone. And before I know it, I'm trying to get this done, but I'm pacing back and forth like a madman because I was hopped up on crack. Actual, modern-day crack. The reformulated OG crack. It's intense, so know what you're getting yourself into. For the love of God, do not start off with 2 scoops. Don't be a hero. Start off with 1 heaping scoop, then do a 1.5 scoops, and then you can do 2 flat scoops. Notice in the original version, it said to heap the scoops. In this version, it does not say that. I'm not going to lie. Yesterday, when I did the 2 scoops, I slightly heaped both of them. But we'll keep that a secret between you and me. Just between us. So all in all, if you're looking for a pre-workout that is going to kick your rear end into overdrive and get you pumping those weights like a maniacal beast, this is definitely that product. But I will be honest, nothing about this product in particular stood out on its own. I got to be honest and I got to be objective. If I'm going to a pre-workout shop, hypothetically, this is a hypothetical, but if I'm going to a pre-workout shop and there's a whole shelf full of goodies in front of me and this product is there too, I'm not picking up this product. I would take a bunch of products over this product. And that's not knocking any shade into Dark Labs or into the new crack. It's a phenomenal pre-workout. It's going to have you wired. You're going to feel positive. You're going to feel motivated, energized, all that stuff. But the problem is, I am biased. I did have the original product. I still have 6 tubs of the original product. And I'm going to be going through this for a very, very long time. Probably for the next 2-3 years. So if I have 6 of these sitting in storage right now, there is no chance that I am taking this product over this one. And again, guys, I want you to understand, this is no way meant to take away from this product. This is a strong pre-workout. You take this pre-workout, you go to the gym, you're going to achieve everything you're trying to achieve. But for me personally, there's a lot of other products that provide certain things a little bit better. You have pre-workouts that slightly focus on that energy a little bit more, like El Jefe and Assassin V8. They're more energy focused. Dexter Halloween's another good one. If I want more euphoria, I will go for Crack Barbarian or Chaotic Rage or Excelsior or Dark Energy, the king of happy energy. So this product is a jack of all trades. It does everything really well. It's a strong stim junkie experience. You will feel it. But there's other products I like more. And therefore, I'm probably not going to be picking this one up ever again. And once more, I want to reiterate, this is in no way discrediting the product. This is a good product. If you guys want to pick up this tub and specifically this flavor, this is the grape flavor, then head over to my partner, NutriCartel.com. That is the only website that is selling the grape flavor of this product. And I gotta say, you know how Stim Ace doesn't care about flavors, but how is this flavor? It's good. It's really, really good. It has a very minimal chemical aftertaste. It's a solid 8 out of 10. I don't like ranking flavors, but if I had to rank it, 7.5, 8 out of 10. For a Dark Labs product, it's not bad. I heard the other two flavors aren't so great, but the grape flavor I can vouch for is a really pleasant flavor. NutriCartel.com is the only place that sells the grape flavor, and for the best price and with the best shipping. So guys, head over to NutriCartel.com, use my code ACE15. That's going to do two things. It's going to save you 15% off your entire order, plus it will help support this channel. So if you're a Stim junkie and you want to support my channel, you like the fact that I'm unbiased, objective, and don't suck up to anybody, then you're supporting this channel and showing your gratitude to me. So I appreciate that, guys. Like I said, this is a very solid product. It's got everything a Stim junkie could ask for and more. But me personally, there's other better products that I will use for my everyday use that is not this product. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Subscribe to the channel, click the little bell notification to get my latest updates, like this video, comment down below to help get me into the algorithm. This is a small grassroots channel, and it's thanks to you guys that we are growing the way we are. Let me know if you've tried this and what you personally think of it. Do you like it more than the original? Do you think it has nothing on the original? Let me know down below. I read all the comments and I reply to most of them. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. Join me on Saturday. I will be reviewing El Jefe V2 from Extremist Cartel, and you guys are not going to want to miss this one. Take care, everybody. Ace, signing off.